it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel. It's getting closer to Christmas and New Year, so what kinds of outfit will you wear to the party that you definitely gonna be invited? I'm going to wear a jumpsuit. If you know me or you have been following my channel, you will see that I'm obsessed about jumpsuit. I already have a lot of jumpsuit tutorials on my channel, but when I saw this velvet jumpsuit from Reformation, I knew that I'm gonna make it. And don't let you have to wait any longer. Let me show you how I can make it.
Here's the velvet fabric in gold color I choose. I bought around 2.5 meter fabric for this DIY. The first step is making the top of the jumpsuit. I fold the fabric first for the front and the back of the top. After that, I'm drawing a rectangle with 50 cm width, which is a half of my hip size plus 4 cm for seam allowance, and 42 cm length, which is the length from the shoulder to belly button. Then I divide the rectangle into two smaller rectangles by drawing a straight line at the middle of the width line. At the top of the straight line, I mark at 9 cm at two sides, so the width between two marks will be 18 cm, which is the width of my neck, and it's usually around 18 to 20 cm, so don't make it bigger because it will make your deep V-neck wider and might show your breast too much. Connecting two marks to the end of the straight line to have the deep V-neck of the top. From two marks of the neck, I move to outside around 6 cm. It's the width of the top at the shoulder. After that, I mark at 28 cm down at the length line. It's the width from the shoulder to under the armpit, plus around 6 cm. And it will be the width of the hand. Connecting two marks together, then drawing a curved line beyond it. It's the curved line from the shoulder to the armpit. At the top of the curved line, I move down and mark at 2 cm. Then connecting this mark to the mark at the neck is for the slightly down of the shoulder. At two sides of the top, I'm drawing other straight lines at 3 cm inside the length lines. Just make sure the width between two lines have to be a half of both sides plus 3 cm. Then connect the top of this line to the end of the length line. However, I will connect the top to the bottom, which is the base of the jumpsuit. So I'm making the top a little longer at the end with around 3 cm. After cutting by the drawing lines, we will have the front and the back of the top. Remember, don't cut at the neck area. At the front part, I cut at the neck area first. Then I cut 2 cm at the shoulder to make it shorter than the back. At the back part, I'm drawing a straight line at the middle of the back. At the top of the straight line, I mark at 2 cm first. then drawing a curved line from there to two sides of the neck, and it will be the neck area of the back part, then cutting. Folding two pieces of the back part together first. Then from the top, I move down and mark at 13 or 15 centimeters and sew from it to the end. After that, I fold the unsold parts at the top of the back inside, then sewing. By doing it, I will make the neck of the jumpsuit bigger to be able to wear the jumpsuit after. Now I'm connecting the front and the back part together at the shoulder. After that, I cut two long rectangles with 3 cm width and around 60 cm length to make the bias tab for the neck. I connect the long fabric to two sides of the neck first, then sewing. After the first seam, I fold the rest of the long fabric 2 times to create a bias tab, then making the second seam. Using the same way to finish the hem part of the top. Now I'm connecting two sides of the top and two sides of the end of the neck together to finish the top of my jumpsuit. Moving to the bottom, which is the pants of the jumpsuit, I fold the fabric together before drawing. Then I draw a rectangle with 70 cm width, which is 1.5 times a half of the hip size, and 110 cm length, which is the length from my belly button to over my ankle. At the waistline, I mark at 12 cm inside, then drawing a straight line. At the length line next to it, I mark at 30 cm, which is the width from my belly button to over the crotch, then connecting this mark to the mark at the width line by a curved line. It will be the crotch area of the back pants. At the other side, I'm doing quite similar to create the front of the pants, but instead of marking at 12 cm, I just mark at 8 cm only. Make sure to check the width between two cross lines will be a half of your hip size plus 4 cm, which is the same with the end of the top, so you can connect them together later. After cutting, connecting two pieces of the pants at the cross line together, then connecting the inside lines of the legs after that, and we will have the pants of the jumpsuit. Now I'm connecting the top and the bottom of the jumpsuit together, then sewing the first seam at the line I drew before that. After that, I check the width of the elastic band I will use to know the width of the fabric hole I need to create, then making the second seam. Remember to keep a small unsold space to put the elastic band later. The Holland jumpsuit has the tie at the waist, so I cut along the tango at 3 cm width and 100 cm length or longer. I folded the tango in half at the width, then sewing. Upside it after that by a small safety pin or a hair clip like I did, and we will have the tie for the jumpsuit. To put this tie inside the waist, I open a small hole at the middle of the waist under the V-neck. The last step is finishing the end of the jumpsuit at the leg. I fold the end of the fabric 2 times inside, then sewing. And I finished this DIY. Here's my final result. Does it look like the Holland jumpsuit from Reformation? I hope you like this DIY and try it out. Subscribe to my channel to check out my other DIYs. See you next week!